All right, good morning, welcome. So, this is really a continuation of increasing our happiness set point, which we started last week. And this is such an important topic. Why? Obviously, the happier we are, the better our whole immune system works, the more able we are to give, both to ourselves and other people, the happier we feel, right? So, it's a really important topic. I know for myself, I was the girl who started buying every single self-help book that was created, you know, and this was always my quest. How am I going to increase my happiness set point? And last week I did part one. I took a course on increasing your happiness set point about 2 weeks ago. And so I'm just imparting, I'm giving you the cliff notes of that class. Last week I did part one. This week is part two, okay? So we said that the average person has 60,000 thoughts a day. 95% of them are the same thoughts, right? We are very habituated people. We are habitual in our thinking, in our behavior. And 80% of those 95 are negative. How about that? Excuse me. So, we are interested in changing our habits. She said that we have Velcro when it comes to negative thoughts, and we have Teflon when it comes to positive thoughts. The mind is geared to hold on to negatives, right? That's the way the average person. I mean, there are a few people in the world, I'm sure some of you know maybe one or two of those, that are just naturally happy people. The rest of us, most of us, have to work on happiness every single day. We have to gear ourselves up. I know for myself, I need at least an hour of quiet time in the morning to get my head on straight. A lot of us wake up in either, fear or spooky, we have lowered feelings, we're thinking about the day ahead, how much we have to do, or maybe for some of us there's a lot of loneliness, especially now with the pandemic. So most people's minds, it says, are addicted to the negative. So what does she say? Be on the lookout for the good. And make yourself the Academy Award for Goodness category. So something in your life that's the Academy Award of Goodness. I don't know what it might be. Maybe it's a phone call from a friend. That's an Academy Award for you, right? In terms of how it shifts your inner environment. Maybe it's looking at flowers. I love looking at waterfalls, on the YouTube, or, well, the best thing would be to go to a waterfall. And savor it. Remember, we spoke about that last week also. Savor it for 20 seconds. And that's something I've been really working on, trying to change that habit, because like I said last week, I write down my gratitudes every morning, at least 10 gratitudes. But do I savor them? Do I write down, I'm grateful for my eyes, and then spend at least 20 seconds thinking about all the beauty of the eyes and what I can see and how grateful I am? So savor it, right? Just like we said about chewing and savoring your food and slowing down, right? So even when it comes to positives, work on savoring them, because that creates more serotonin, okay? Look for the 3-to-1 ration. The 3-to-1 ration. Right, ration. If you notice a negative, right, and we talked about that last week a little bit, if you notice a negative, snap the rubber band and think of 3 positives. So I notice I'm getting spooky. I'm thinking about, this kid didn't call me today. So boom, snap it. Okay, let me think about 3 positive things I could think about, either about that child or about my life. Maybe it's a negative thought comes in about your career, or I don't know, something. And right away, snap the rubber band, think about 3 positives in your life, okay? We want to increase the proportions of negative and positive. the healing of the heart. Now, she spoke a lot about putting your hands on your heart, and that's like a really important part of healing. Healing of the heart, and feeling loving for 5 minutes strengthens your immunity. How about this one? This is an incredible ratio. feeling loving for 5 minutes increases your immunity for 6 hours. What about that ratio? And how do we, so this is something, that I have stressed to you quite a bit. How do we feel, feeling loving for 5 minutes? Do your meditation, and I've stressed that a lot in my classes. That's sending out loving energy first to yourself. May I be healed at the deepest level. May I be free of pain and suffering. May I have peace, joy, love, and light. And then you go on to somebody that you really, really love. May, whoever it is, may this person that I love, and you do the same thing. And then you go on to somebody that you have maybe a blockage with, some kind of temperamental deadlock with, or that you feel some kind of resentment towards, and you send out love to them. And then you send out love to the entire universe. So let's set our timers for 5 minutes and do the meditation. Sending love to yourself, sending love to a loved one, sending love to someone you have a resentment towards, and then sending love to the universe. And set your clock for 5 minutes. Increases your immunity for 6 hours. What kind of bargain? Did you ever get such a bargain? It's like this, the stock market now, right? Right? The stock market is going. Okay, so your hands over your heart.